and I just did my first Ashtanga yoga class a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Can you tell me what the difference is between Ashtanga yoga and these other classes you find? There.
Um, well, it's hard to say because I don't know what class you've taken, but I would say that kind of what differentiates Ashtanga, if you want, is much more the pedagogical technique. So, yoga is yoga. Any yoga that you do uses your body, gives you a chance to get in touch with your body, but the Ashtanga method has a few characteristics. So you do the same sequence every time, right? So there's some benefit to that because it sort of then becomes sort of an unfolding process. Why couldn't you do something at one time and you can do it another? Something like that. And so you get to see your progress, see the changes that happen in relationship to this kind of static practice. The other thing is that we kind of have this Mysore style method. And what that does is it allows you to kind of explore the practice on your own terms then, right? So one of the sort of myths about Ashtanga yoga can be that it is very rigid, that it has to be done in a particular way and people hurt themselves and this kind of thing. But in this Mysore method, you learn it very gradually. You learn it sort of as your mental and physical stamina are improving as you're learning it. And so really what happens is you have this beautiful forum to explore the practice and meet it, and it becomes much more individual. So then what happens is the practice, it's no longer about like trying to force yourself to execute this series of asanas. It's more like using the series of asanas as a mirror to kind of learn about yourself. So oftentimes the first thing we learn, unfortunately, is our limitations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that can really kick up the ego, and it forces us to face all that stuff about ourselves, all of our feelings of inadequacy, all of our sort of drives and ambitions, all of the mental stuff that we kind of overlay on this very simple and kind of neutral series of asanas, and to me, that's sort of where this wonderful sort of depth can come from practicing Ashtanga in the Mysore tradition versus perhaps going to a yoga studio that's, kind of spoon-feeding it a little more. So you're just kind of in a class with 50 people, following the teacher's instructions, and, while there's going to be great benefit from moving your body and spending an hour and a half in that kind of environment, I feel like there's another layer that can be experienced when you do this kind of method. It's very, systematic the way you go through the Ashtanga sequence.